Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. What does AI think? If you ask ChatGPT and Grok, what is the price of Bitcoin next month? It's predicting 130,000. Both of them are predicting 130,000. Based on our slow and steady rise upwards, both think that we're going to be at least $10,000 higher than where we are by the start of next month. Okay. I mean, who are we to argue with these Skynets? But it's true. If you look at our slow and steady upward movement, it's hard to deny that we are going to go higher. In fact, it's not even slow and steady. We like jumped up recently, right? Obviously since last week, but overall volatility has been going down and the buying keeps on increasing. You got so many. Cantor Fitzgerald now is nearing a $4 billion deal. They want to buy $4 billion worth of Bitcoin. In case you're wondering, this is Scott Lutnick's old company, and his son, Brandon, is leading the way. You got another company, Smarter Web company, that purchased 325. Anyway, so this is the reason why things are so slow and steady, and why Bitcoin is so strong. In fact, we are seeing a historic decline in volatility because of the buying, because of the maturity, and even Deutsche Bank, I think that's how you say it, they are recognizing that Bitcoin is becoming a global maturing asset. And with all the buying, that's why we're so steady. And not just steady, we're going higher. So 130 by August, which is only 2 weeks from now, certainly possible. Certainly possible. Now, here's the thing that's quite sad and amazing at the same time. The number of people that can afford one whole Bitcoin, unfortunately, is declining, because if you're looking at Bitcoin's price, obviously it's been going higher. We're now at a point where even if you're making not even minimum wage, okay, I think according to this, you're making about $30 an hour, which is a little bit above, maybe twice the average of minimum wage. It would take you 3,750, I don't know why I said 50, 3,766 hours to buy one single Bitcoin. That's like 2 years. 2 years of work to buy a single Bitcoin. Okay. And even at the beginning of the year or earlier last year, or you go back to 2020, the last cycle, it would have, taken some hours, but not 2 years worth of hours, right? This is the power of holding an asset that out appreciates everything, okay? And this is why inflation works against you if you don't hold hard assets like Bitcoin, because everything gets more expensive except your dollars. Your buying power does not get better, doesn't get more expensive, so to speak. Everything gets more expensive versus the dollar. It's not like the dollar is getting more expensive versus goods. It doesn't work that way. That's why it's kind of sad to see, but it's also amazing to see for people that's been DCAing over time. A lot of people here have been DCAing since 2015, 2016, 2017, 2021, 2022. And if you've been doing that, you've been definitely winning. Winning against the dollar, winning against all other asset classes. But that's just crazy to think about. It's crazy to think about how many hours you have to work to accumulate one single Bitcoin. And that one single Bitcoin can be over $1 million in the next 5 years. So this is certainly not the top, and it's going to get a lot more expensive. Think about it. If we go up 10x from here and this stays consistent, that means in another 5 years, it will take an average person making $30 an hour 20 years to buy one Bitcoin. That's assuming they don't spend at all. That's crazy to think about. This 2 years of work becomes 20 years when Bitcoin goes to 1 million each. That's just crazy. That's really crazy. Okay. But before we get to a million, obviously we are heading higher. We are going upwards. You know, this person, Gel or Jelly, has been showing this bullish pennant that we've been breaking out of, which is fantastic according to plan. Also, if you're looking at our current movement versus gold, very, very similar. In fact, we're right before that huge run up for gold and that huge run up for Bitcoin, right? This is what I wanted to show you guys. I led with this. So according to Timothy, in all 3 cycles prior, 2013, 2017, 2021, the moonshot phase, okay, of those cycles started today, July 16th, for whatever reason. Total coincidence, maybe, or maybe something just clicks. I don't know, but we'll see. We will see. We have been moving already, obviously. We touched about 123 just days ago. We can certainly get back up there very, very quickly. But we know that's not the end. That's not the final destination. So if today is the start and we start heading higher to that next leg up, and then soon the leg after that, it would be amazing. It would be amazing. All right. Outside of that, nothing really else other than stablecoins. Citigroup wants a city stablecoin. Jamie Dimon says Chase wants to get involved with stablecoins. Seems like everyone wants to get a piece now. That's why the Genius Bill is so important. All right, it's going to change a lot of things in America.